Good evening and welcome to Tarot Cards and Tea After Dark. We are here in the Conjuring Room. I am Tia, and instead of tea tonight, I have tequila.
And I'm Sonia, and I also have tequila in the form of a paloma. And tonight, yes, we are after dark. We are filming. I don't know. By the time we started, it was pretty late.
It's pretty late.
But we thought we would have a little bit of fun tonight and tell some ghost stories.
I love a good ghost story.
We love ghost stories. We love hauntings. We love the paranormal. And so we thought we'd share some with you tonight. So grab your drinks, drink responsibly, and settle in. But first, should we do a reading?
I think we should do a reading. So the house I live in is haunted. We call him Jeff. We don't actually know his name.
We love Jeff.
We love Jeff. We love Jeff. We don't really know anything about Jeff. So I thought maybe tonight we'd use the tarot cards and have Jeff give us some information for you. We'll use our usual 3-card general reading. But tonight is going to be a message from the ghost that haunts my house. So my general readings aren't always for everybody. I'm going to pull a card to represent you. And then I'm going to pull a card to represent Jeff. And then I'm going to pull a card to represent his message for you. So we'll see what he has to say. When we get to the end of this, I've had some feedback. People want to see the cards, like a better view of the cards. But I'm not good enough at editing yet to really be able to do 2 views.
We're just learning, y'all.
It's not.
Come on this journey with us.
It is a journey. But what I'll do is I'll take a picture of the cards and I'll throw it in at the end of the video. So you'll have a chance to see the artwork. I am using the Lightseer deck. They have a website. You can look at the cards there as well.
Gorgeous. I love these cards.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Not sponsored, but open to it. All right, a card to represent you. I've gotten this card to represent viewers before, and so we've got some pretty powerful people watching us. The first card is the Magician. The Magician is someone who practices some magic, perhaps, or has the capacity to do so, or an interest in that. Someone who has a lot of power behind them. That's kind of cool. We got some viewers with some magic. Card to represent Jeff. I've never done this before. Let's see what Jeff looks like. Ooh, Jeff looks like the 6 of Swords. Jeff looks like somebody who has been through some rough times and is heading to smoother waters, hopefully, at some point. So yeah, Jeff has been through some shit. Jeff might be a girl. I don't know. That's a feminine picture on the card. So my apologies to Jeff for misgendering him for all these times. So the message that Jeff has for you is the Queen of Cups. What a lovely message. Tap into your intuition.
Oh.
You are a very powerful person. Use it. Maybe you're someone who is very drawn towards the spiritual, but haven't really completely investigated that or investigated your own powers. Maybe practice some meditation. Maybe pick up some tools of some kind. Tarot is an excellent tool. I'm a fan, but there's others. And I've done some videos where I'll talk more about what some of the other metaphysical tools are. But tap in, practice some things, see what works for you. The Queen of Cups is a water sign energy, so it deals a lot with emotion, intuition, understanding other people. So practice those powers, lean into those powers a little bit. The hidden factor, the thing that's kind of underlying all of this energy is the Hanged Man. So perhaps you are feeling kind of stuck. Perhaps it's time for a new perspective on things, and metaphysical pursuits can provide that. So I encourage you to do some meditation, pick up the cards, try a little something new.
I love that.
So thanks, Jeff. That's a pretty good message from him or her or they.
Maybe her. Okay.
Whomever you are, we appreciate the message. But you have had some experiences with Jeff.
I have.
Let's settle in.
Let's settle in, ladies and gents, and everyone in between. So I have lived in haunted houses. pretty much my whole life. Like, I don't know what it is, y'all. But when Tia told me that her house was haunted, I was like, okay, cool. That's cool. That's so cute. Your house is haunted. Okay. But the first time I witnessed it, I said, "Oh shit, your house is haunted."
My house is haunted.
I think the first time that I experienced Jeff was when we were on a video call, and you were in your bedroom, and you had closed the door, and you were laying in your bed, and the way that you were sitting, the camera was facing the bedroom door, so I had a clear shot. And all of a sudden, your door, like audibly heard the click of the doorknob, and it opened. And I'm thinking the kiddo's gonna walk in. And then when the kiddo didn't walk in, I'm like, does your cat open doors? So I go, babe, your door just opened. And so you go investigate, and kiddo's in their bedroom. The cat's on the couch. I mean, if she can't open doors, good on her. But I was like, oh shit, your house is truly haunted.
My house is truly haunted.
That is some real shit.
Yeah.
I mean, what was your first experience with Jeff?
So my first experience with Jeff was when I'd first moved in. I hadn't lived here but maybe a couple weeks. I was still in boxes, and I was sitting in the living room, and I saw like something walk past the doorway to my bedroom, and it was a shadow. It wasn't a real like person, but it was vaguely human-esque, and it was very tall. It was a very tall, like this house was built in 1927. It's a very small bungalow, so it's not like the ceilings are very very high. But his head was definitely even with the door frame.
Wow.
So it was a tall, kind of thin energy. Again, I'm ascribing male terms to it. My kid named the energy Jeff, and so it just kind of run with that. I have no concept of what this energy might be.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, no one's ever died in this house. I actually did a little bit of digging to see. So I imagine this is just someone who lived here at one point, who really loved this house.
I love this house.
I love this house too. I genuinely do.
Yeah.
And this house was built in 1927, so it turns 100 next year.
Yeah.
We will be celebrating.
We will definitely be celebrating
the 100th birthday of the house. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first experience with Jeff, is just seeing this shadow pass by. Very tall shadow pass by.
You just move in and you're like, well, I guess I have a roommate.
Yeah. It was not an unexpected roommate, and honestly, it was something I was hoping for. I'll be honest. I mean, I love an old house. For a lot of reasons, the craftsmanship and whatnot, but the ghost was part of the draw.
Yeah, you definitely have preferences for your domiciles.
Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. I love a ghost. I love a haunting. It's right up my alley.
Yeah, I didn't expect Jeff to be so active.
Very active.
And I mean, you tell me stories, and or you'll be like, oh, I came home and Jeffrey arranged the furniture, kind of thing. But
his opinions.
He has opinions. But I think that when the first time that I actually was here and experienced it, I was like, fuck, dude, this guy is like really active. I was I woke up in the middle of the night, and Tia's room is right off of the main living area, and from a certain point in her bed, you have a straight shot into the kitchen. And you leave the kitchen light on for Stella because Stella's food's in there, and it goes into an area in the back where she has her spot, right? Yeah. And so you leave the light on for her. Well, this is the middle of the night. I'm up. Okay, listen, I had heartburn, okay? And I was up, and all of a sudden the kitchen light goes off. And at first, because I didn't have my glasses on and I'm blind without my glasses. And I'm like, did I just see something? Was the kitchen light on? I was starting to doubt myself. And I was like, no, that kitchen light was on. And it just clicked off because I heard a click.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, babe, your kitchen light just turned off. And so you go and investigate.
Mm-hmm.
And you turned your light on. It just clicked back on. So it physically was clicked off to the off position because it's one of those little press buttons.
And I was so relieved that the light was turned off and it hadn't just gone out, because my biggest fear in a 100-year-old house is that there's something wrong with the wiring. Please be a ghost. Like, for the love of God, I cannot afford for it to be the wiring.
Listen, if I am in a pitch black house and the only light that's on in the house goes off, okay, I'm a chicken shit. I don't go into like dark rooms by myself. I will bring a buddy. And so I was like, oh shit. I mean, good on Jeff for saving you on electricity.
Right, he's really just looking out for me.
He's really just looking out for you.
I appreciate him for that. The only time Jeff has actually made me nervous is I was laying in bed one night and I was facing the wall and my eyes were closed because I was going to sleep, and I heard footsteps coming from the kitchen. I don't have carpeting. I have like laminate flooring. And so I heard these footsteps coming from the kitchen, across the living room, into my bedroom, and right up to the edge of my bed. So like it felt like someone was standing right behind me. And so like, fuck. So I kind of rolled over and looked, and of course there was nothing there. Which, again, it was just ghost energy. I'm worried though, truly, that at one point I'm going to assume it's a ghost. And it's not, right? Like someday I'm going to assume that the footsteps I hear is a ghost, and it's really somebody's broken into the house.
You're going to be like, fuck you, Jeff. And he's like, who's Jeff?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the day.
Oh, God.
There's like sparks coming from an outlet. And I'm like, fucking ghosts, you know?
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
But he does keep us on our toes for sure.
He definitely keeps us on our toes.
I was because again, like, you know, I try not to be a scaredy cat, but there's times when I'm just like, oh my God, please stop, you're freaking me out. Because we were on your couch and I was looking straight into your bedroom and it was dark, so completely dark in the bedroom. And all of a sudden your closet door just opens.
Yeah.
And I was facing you and you had your back to your room and I just went, your closet door just opened. I'm like, okay. But can you finish up before we go to bed? Like,
oh, but you've heard him talk. Speaking of finish up, I've never heard him talk. I've only ever just like heard him walk around.
Oh, that cracked me up though.
Yeah.
That cracked me up. So Stella, the cat, she is super nocturnal. Like this cat, I mean, I own a dog. And so I'm not used to cat behavior. And I know that they get like zoomies at night and they're pretty active at night. Well, Stella is active per se, but then she comes and cuddles and then she goes to sleep. Well, one night she was pacing and I was hearing her pacing. You fall asleep. You sleep like the dead.
I do.
I do not. And so, which is fine, but I kept hearing her just like the nails on the floor, and it's bare floors. And so I just keep hearing her nails, and all of a sudden, and I laugh because it's just so funny because even Jeff was like, hurry up. And I was like, damn, Jeff.
Still even annoyed to go.
I was like, did I hear? No, I heard that. Like, it was just, I was laughing.
And then Stella listened, didn't she?
Stella, she did. She came in, She made biscuits and then she fell asleep. Like, she was like, fine. Fuck you, Jeff.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. But Stella does stuff. I mean, she interacts with Jeff. Like, she reacts to Jeff a lot.
She reacts to Jeff a lot. She spends a lot of time in my closet in like the creepiest way. Like, again, this is a very old house. These are not walk-in closets. These are not big closets.
Jeff is in the closet.
Jeff is in the closet and in my room. I honestly, when I bought this house, I thought the room, this is a 3-bedroom house, and the bedrooms are in a row. And my bedroom is the first bedroom. And then there's a middle bedroom. And then this room, the conjuring room, is the 3rd bedroom. And I thought this was the haunted room. Before I painted it, there were a lot of really strange markings on the walls.
That's crazy.
And they had been painted over, but they showed through.
That is the spookiest shit.
Right? And so there was a lot of, and then someone else had written a prayer on the wall, and then it had painted over, but it still showed through. And so
that is so weird.
It was a very strange experience. There's a lot of weird stuff that was done in this house by the person who owned it before I did.
Of course you own this house.
Yeah. It was kind of the draw. Like, I walked in and because the person who I bought this house from, he lived here, when they were showing it. It was, it was an occupied house.
Yeah.
And he had an altar set up in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a lot of like ritualistic things, a lot of charms and things. Not anything terrifying or scary at all, but like he practiced. He practiced. And so I think a lot of it was like protection stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if perhaps he was a little bit afraid of the energy here. Because it seemed like it was very much like a protection from spirits kind of thing. A lot of mirrors facing each other hanging in my backyard, which is a protection thing. A lot of the plants that were planted were very much protection.
We'll do another
things.
episode.
Yeah. But so I really thought this was the haunted room, but this is not the haunted room. My bedroom is,
yes.
I mean, it's the whole house is haunted, but the source of it is the closet in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And there have been many nights, my cat doesn't really see well in the dark, and that's why I leave the kitchen light on.
Yeah.
But there have been many nights when I've gone into my bedroom and turned on the light, and Stella's already in there, and she'd been sitting in the dark, just staring into my closet, with, the door ajar, and she's just staring in there. And again, I'm always worried, like I'm assuming it's a ghost and maybe it's not. So I cleaned my closet out completely thinking maybe there's a mouse in there, right? Maybe there's something in there that she's looking at that's not a ghost.
Making sure there's not an infestation.
Right? Like, do I actually just have mice? Because it's a 100-year-old house. But I don't. Like, it was a completely clean, empty closet. So yeah.
He lives in your closet.
He lives in my closet. He comes out a lot.
Yes.
I do appreciate, he does rearrange a lot, not furniture so much, but the things I have on the walls. My living room, I have a gallery wall. Mm-hmm. In my bedroom, I have a gallery wall. I have a lot of little knickknacks and shit hanging places. And he knocks things down constantly, but he doesn't break anything. A lot of frames with the glass and stuff. I came home the other day and one of them was well away from the wall. The nail is still there, but the whole frame is gone. And the frame is completely disassembled, right? There's like the wooden part and then the glass part and all the stuff that had been in the frame. But the glass wasn't even cracked.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very considerate of him.
He's very considerate. I have this little glass heart ornament. I think I bought it when you and I went to the antique mall together. The little heart.
Yeah.
So I've had this for a while, and there's been multiple occasions where he has thrown it across the room. One time while I was just sitting in bed and I saw it go flying, and I'm just like, dude, but it's not broken. And it's a glass antique heart.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, at least he's considerate.
He is considerate.
I do hear him tinkering.
He tinkers.
He does. Because I'll hear like little ting, 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 ting. And it's on your, it's on the shelf underneath the window where you have all your, there's little trinkets here and there. Yeah. And I hear him messing with them in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Jeff, let me sleep, my dude. Let me sleep. Because I have felt that feeling of someone watching.
Yeah.
I have felt it. And I have felt him sit down on the bed. And I don't sleep like her.
Yeah.
I wake up. But Jeff is fun. He's definitely an experience for sure.
He's an experience.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days, I'd like to get cameras in the house just to kind of see.
if you can
to
capture
capture the energy, because I can
Yeah.
I've definitely seen things that would show up on video if I'd had video running.
Yeah.
I'm looking over this direction because I have this little wooden finger maze thing that he was fucking with the other night. I was sitting in here and it started to wobble. So I keep looking at that because that's the last thing I saw him move.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting if there were cameras up, how much I could capture.
There'd probably be a lot.
Yeah.
You could probably put cameras up in the middle of the night and you'd probably capture a ton of shit.
So live stream from the Conjuring House?
Oh, Lord.
Would you tune in for that? Comment below.
Comment below. Well, this has been fun. We should do more After Darks.
We should do more After Darks.
And we will. We have plenty of ghost stories, so there might be a part 2. Tune in, because we definitely have, I mean, we've both lived in haunted houses.
Mm-hmm.
We've both had experiences. I mean, we've talked at nauseum because we love telling ghost stories.
We love telling ghost stories. But you know what else we love is hearing ghost stories. Yes. So if you have ghost stories, leave them in the comments, or if it's a longer one, send us a Gmail. Our Gmail address is linked on our YouTube page. So send us your ghost stories.
Oh, we'd love to hear them.
Yeah,
we love it.
We could do a viewer ghost story episode if we get a couple of folks sending those in.
Yeah. So if you want another episode, let us know. Comment down below, and as always, like and subscribe. And this was fun. Cheers,
Cheers.